as you can see, this is my car. Yeah, getting the finished products done, upgrades and everything. But I really wanted you to know, Steve does excellent work, excellent customer service, and even made the news. Check this clip out, please. Watch the whole video. Learn something, protect yourself.
It's been a busy past couple of weeks for this security shop in River Grove. Steve Labello is the owner and says more customers are looking to protect their cars after seeing a spike in carjackings.
I've been doing this since 1993, and I've never seen it this bad.
Labello says customers have two options. The first is to install what's called a starter disabled, and it's pretty universal.
We install new aftermarket systems, and we disable them from communicating with each other. So factory remote can't communicate with the new remote, and the new remote can only communicate to the factory system.
He says the alarm system can be paired with an app that can basically serve as your car key.
I tell customers that if they get carjacked, don't panic. Just go in your drone app, wait for that engine to show that it's off, press lock, car will never start again.
Labello walks us through the second option, a security feature that he says is mainly seen in Europe. He says in addition to a key, you would need a PIN code to start your car.
As soon as I go to put it in drive, stall the engine out. Now, if I put it in park and turn it off and try to restart it, now it will not start at all. It needs to see a PIN code.
The installations could cost at least $550, and for some, that's money well spent.
It gives you a better feeling.
One, on your balls. Two, grab a handful. Three.
Got the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Only on two, the latest target for car thieves. Not talking Chevys and Jeeps. It's this device. Doesn't look like much, but more crooks. It's quickly becoming the key to getting behind the wheel of as many cars as you want. CBS 2's Suzanne Lemonniel live at Area 2 Police Headquarters, where a warning is going out tonight. Suzanne.
Well, Brad, robbers are targeting locksmiths and their fob programmers. Now, detectives right here at Area 2, they issued an alert about two different incidents. We learned about another incident that happened 5 days ago, this one in Bronzeville.
He was scared, he was afraid, not knowing if you're going to live or die in a situation like that.
Michael Payton talks about how a mobile locksmith was feeling after he was held at gunpoint near 38th and Wabash just 5 days ago. Payton says the locksmith told him
someone called that their keys were locked inside the car, and then when he got there, they pulled out weapons and took whatever property equipment that he had in the vehicle.
The locksmith was robbed at gunpoint here in broad daylight at noon. The robbery is similar to two others involving mobile locksmiths. Police say in each case, the victims were responding to requests to reprogram vehicle keys. When they arrived, they were surrounded by 2 to 4 armed men. Then their vehicle reprogramming devices and key fobs were taken. Area 2 detectives put out this alert about two other incidents on October 4th and October 25th, both happening during the day. An employee here at Curtis Key and Lock Service in Grand Crossing showed us how the key programmer works. We won't show you specifics, but it's not difficult to make a new key fob. The keys that are in front there in that fob, you could reprogram that with this in minutes.
Correct, yes.
Now, the owner of Curtis Key and Lock Service told me for safety reasons, they always have cars towed to their business to make new fobs. At Area 2 in Pullman, Suzanne Lemignot, CBS 2 News.
My number one thing is Compustar with Drone Mobile. What it is tilt sensors. If they lift up the car trying to take the rims, the alarm's gonna go off. If they try to tow it, the alarm's gonna go off. If they try to break the window, alarm's gonna go off. And all that, you get alerted to the key fob and to your phone that something is going on. It can't get no better than that, right? Now, what I just did is gonna get sent to my phone with the rest of these alerts that I get if anything happens to my phone. But let me show you. Let me bring it up so you'll see how it looks. As you see it, right there, ring alerts, Drone Mobile. I'm not too sure if you can see that. Let me get that so you can see it. Drone Mobile has been triggered. Shock, all that's been triggered. So you get all that on the key fob and your phone. And let's not forget, you have your own hidden GPS. Your own. You can track yourself. You don't need to call you, connect OnStar. Pull up your phone, your desktop computer, a friend's phone. It doesn't make a difference. You can track your car. So no matter what they doing, no matter where you at in the world, the mall, another state, you will still know what's going on with your car. That is the first part. The second part is a PIN code system. PIN code system, which I shared in my other videos, which I will probably put some clips in on this video. It stops them from relay attacking, which I can just show you now. Relay attacking, and it stops a key programmer. It's like a locksmith. Say if you lost your keys, you'll call a locksmith. He'll come out with a key programmer, program you another key, and drive off. Well, that is the same technology the crooks are using. They're getting their hands on the same thing, breaking your window, get into your car, reprogram another key, and driving the hell off. Well, with this PIN code system, we're going to eliminate all that. So that was part 2. Now part 3 is the neutral release. It's so easy just by pulling up a piece of plastic, pulling a cord, you can put your car in neutral. Well, we're going to eliminate all that. So that's the 3 things. The new text alert about the alarm going off. As you can hear it and see it. It goes off and lets you know something happened to your car. But back to what I was saying. The PIN code stops them from relay attacks, stops them from programming a key, and the neutral release, which I said I was getting back to, they're not going to be able to just put it in release mode and just push this car away. No longer. So with them 3 things covered, with them 3 things covered, it's over with. So let's get to it, YouTube. So this is the finished product, as you can see. Just say the thieves busted my window, broke in, snatched this out, tried to get to the neutral release pull cord, and they run into a problem. Shiny piece of black metal covering it. No matter what they do, take it apart, all this equals more time of them getting caught in your car. While my shock sensors, tilt sensors, glass sensor, all that's going along going off, alerting me on my phone. At the same time, they can't even start the car without the PIN code. So even with the keys, see the keys right there, push the button, brake, car won't start. Needs to see a PIN code. So after all these things that's been added to the car, from PIN system, shock sensors, neutral release cover, I mean, man, give these boys hell to get your car. Because without all this extra security, which we need to protect ourselves, without this extra security to slow these boys down, they steal these cars quicker than it takes for you to fill out the paperwork at the dealership. Besides that, YouTube, man, it's been fun. It's been safe. I hope you learned something. Here go a few more clips. Besides that, stay blessed, and I'll holler. Peace.
One way to get the public defender's office on board here, so they were looking far in advance here at how they can cultivate some bipartisan support. For now, we're live in Bronzeville. Nick Dwyer, back to you guys.
Thank you, Megan. We'll continue to track that. Also in the news today, the City Council will vote on the appointment of Nicole Lee to be the 11th Ward's new Alderwoman. Their Lightfoot appointed Lee to replace Patrick Daley Thompson after his felony tax fraud conviction. The Daleys have dominated politics in the 11th Ward, which includes Bridgeport and Chinatown for decades. If approved.
All right, YouTube. You see, we up in here in my car. Got my keys. Let me put the keys right here. Okay. As you can see, this PIN code is, man, an excellent and most wonderful thing to have. Because as you can see, my Compustar alarm with GPS is not on. And I'm just sitting in my car. So you basically saying my first alarm is off. Just like say you forgot to turn it off or whatever the case may be. It's off. So we're not counting on my first alarm. Right now I'm counting on the PIN code. And what the PIN code is basically a fob blocker. Like most people use them pouches, aluminum foil, them boxes, whatever. You try your best to protect your signal from getting out because you know if they get it, that's a relay attack. They snatch your signal out there, start your car, and drive off. The second way they steal it is programming a key. Program a key so they no longer need your key signal. They will program a whole new key and drive off. And if they're not doing that in certain models like Hyundai and Kia, they breaking a neck and just using USB ports and screwdrivers and whatever and starting them boys right off. But to cut all that off, we got the PIN code. The PIN code is like, say, I want you to imagine an ATM machine. Even if somebody else had your card, when they go up to that ATM machine, stick your card in and don't put in the correct code. Even if it's you, if you put in the wrong code, what happens? Transaction denied. Wrong PIN code, no transaction, no money. So take this as the same thing. As you can see, the keys are right there. So that's my debit card. Keys right there. There go the brake. There go the start button. I'm holding it. I'm pushing it. And as you can see, it won't even start for me. It's blocking the signal. Even with the key being right there. As you can see, Compustar. It's not going nowhere. And I'm the owner. I need a PIN code for this car in order for it to start. Again, brake, button, no start. So that's just like saying I can give my key to anybody. A thief took them, I dropped them outside, left them on the counter at the gas station, whatever it may be. A visitor in my house stole them while I was having a party at the house. I don't care what you're going through. They can either relay, attack it, and snatch my key signal out the air, or I can simply give them the keys and say, hey, man, go ahead. You can have the car. Do you? They was, like I said, get in the car. I'm going to be able to start it. But let me show you. I'm not going to show you my PIN code. I'm going to turn the camera away, enter my PIN code, and start this car. Just like that. And once I turn it off, if I don't enter that PIN code again, no matter what buttons I have pushed, no matter what I have did, if I did not re-enter this PIN code again, step on the brake, push the button, it's not gonna start. Isn't that wonderful? So even if they got the key, a relay attack, it doesn't matter. If they don't push none of these buttons, these gear shifters, if they don't know what code you have programmed in here, it's over with. ATM machine, wrong PIN code, no money. Car, wrong PIN code, no start. And that's the best relay right there. Come on, man, the key right there. And they cannot steal my signal. The signal is blocked. It ain't in no pouch. You can walk around it, you don't worry about it. If you don't have a shock sensor alarm or, tilt sensor, you can do this by itself. You will still come back to a busted window without you knowing until you walked upon your car. But your car will still be in the same place because even if they had the keys, stole the signal, they still could not start the car. They still couldn't start it. Stole the signal, give them the keys. They can't start it because they still need to know your PIN code. They still need to know your PIN code. And this also blocks them from programming a key. Yes, a key programmer can't even program a key, so that means it can't delete your keys. They can't program themselves a new key. So basically, how is they gonna get this car? They can't drive it away. If they try to push it away, GPS. They try to tow it away, GPS. Why they doing all this with the alarm going off? Come on, YouTube, man. I need y'all to get this, man. Because if you don't get some type of aftermarket alarm, all they're going to do is bust your window out, use a relay attack, use a key programmer, and drive off with your car, and you ain't going to know nothing. Even if they try to tow my car, I got a hidden GPS. All I got to do is wait for them to stop and tell the police exactly where my car is and go get it.
What are you, fucking nuts?